Welcome to Cyborg86. I was hurtling down the highway and on a longer road trip decided to stop and check bash maps to see what there might be along the way. And I found this nice interesting spot. I had my Ascent18 high steer power wagon and the Ascent18 Apex with me. So decided to try out some lines. As usual, I try to switch which one goes first, especially since these lines are all new to me. Never been here before, so we'll start off with the high steer. Try to look past my mediocre driving and just look and see how each of these performs. High steer is gonna get a lucky break. I was caught off guard here by how the Apex rear end is so very light. So let's do a do-over. I don't have a lot of experience yet with the Apex. I had it out when I was visiting family, but honestly, they spent most of the time driving it. I let my nephew drive it first, and we passed it around. I drove it just a little bit, so still getting used to the thing. This particular line, neither truck will make this. The high steer's going first this time. And look at the left rear. I'm kind of got a narrow spot. On the right, you can't see it, but it's extra steep on the right. So I'm trying to go as far left there as I can so I can go up the shallower spot. But then there's a gap and the left rear wants to fall in. I do like the precision and control on the throttle. This comes as a brushless, of course. And the high steer is fantastic. Really like this truck. Definitely want to get some more weight in the front. I tried this several times with both trucks, and I'm just showing you what I think illustrates how they ran. So now watch the Apex. Remember, it's quite a bit wider, and trying to shift all the way to the left there, it forces me to go up the steeper area on the right because I just can't get far enough left. I did not need to take it this slow down these little steps here, but man, I love the brushless, and so when it'll go slow like that, I like to drive it slow. The precision is what I'm after, even more than capability. It's that precision that lets me drive it right on the edge of the capability, and that's what makes it fun. No matter how capable or less capable the rig is, if I can drive it right on the edge, that makes the whole thing fun for me. Now, switching back and forth between these two rigs made it very obvious. The high steer is pretty easy control with the 2S. The 3S on the Apex makes it a little more jumpy, so I have to be extra careful on the throttle. I actually kind of think I might enjoy it more with 2S, though I haven't tried it yet. The wide stance and bigger tires on the Apex here just make it easy to be confident driving through stuff like this. But I must say I'm more confident going downhill with the Power Wagon. It just has a balance that's more conducive to downhill. That can be fixed too on the Apex, of course. Now on this line here, the Apex is going to show an indisputable advantage, in my opinion anyway. Remember, both of these rigs are box stock, so no extra weight in the front of the high steer. And you also look, once I get the nose in the air, I get trapped with the rear wheels. And the precision helps me to keep from flipping over too much. I'll still do it. But the Apex is really gonna just show its stuff here in a second. Okay, now watch this one. And just to show that wasn't a fluke, here's another line where the apex just dominates. It was pretty obvious right off the bat that the high steer didn't have a chance on the same line, so I ended up scooting over to the right and taking the easy line. Trying out a little side hill here, and I'm going to do this twice with each rig. The first time I'm going to keep the left wheels towards the top, and the next time I run, I'll run it down a little steeper angle there, a little lower on this rock, and it'll make a big difference. If you watch the front left wheel here, it gets a little light right towards the middle of the line. Running it lower here, the stance and the slightly higher center of gravity, I think, definitely makes a difference. The place I've been running has plenty of little spots with rocks like this, and it also has another great crawl spot that I didn't find on the way in. It was actually spotted on the way out. But where I was called the Eagles Landing in Olathe Lake Park in Olathe, Kansas. This is the spot that Bash Maps originally brought me to, and I just simply didn't spot it from the road across the way. I'll have to catch it next time I come through town. I'll leave you here with some interesting acrobatics. I was trying to run this as a V-notch, and I was just trying to get the rear wheels up and ended up in a crazy situation here. And happy crawling.